Hello, and your challenge for the day is actually converting this design with the little twist. The twist is that rather than actually using my code, I want you to actually use your own code. Secondly, rather than having my skills over there and my profile in my picture, I want you to actually place your profile skills, your profile picture, and your profile text. And rather than having my initial names over there, you will have your initials. So what I will do right now is I'm going to actually show you how to convert this design, and then we will also make this you can say page a little responsive as well to the mobiles. And in the end, we will deploy it to actually JS Fiddle, and that's how you actually going to deliver me your converted version. Okay, so let's just get started. First thing, let's just set it up over the Visual Studio. So let's just place it over here. Okay. Okay. So here, first thing first, I'm going to we're going to actually have like an index HTML file, then your style sheet. Okay. So let's just set it up in the document. I'm going to call it a test widget, something like that. That be okay. Then going to connect the style sheet. It's called as main.css. That's being done. Everything connected. Now, the next step should be to look at how our HTML is structured. So we have one header, then there is a footer, then there is a content. And since if you look at it closely, it's all in the center, so sort of a container. So we will define first the container. Okay. Then in the container, we have the header. So these are semantic, you can say, elements that we're going to be using for this. Then we have the article that could have a content, and this could be the footer. Footer has three small widgets, which is one is skills, other is profile, and the profile image. Let's start with the header first. So in the header, we have class code of the day. So that's there. Then we have my name. So we call it name. Then in the content, we have, can call it code. Okay. Then you have code by. That's there. That's the name of the person. Like in my case, I have written this code, so it's my name. In case you're using someone else's code, you should write their no, their code, their name actually. Okay, then you have skills. Uh, div class skills. After that, you have the profile, and finally the profile image. To save time, I'm going to copy the skills. In fact, I'll just start from the top. I'm going to actually copy the text. I have it written already. So you will be filling it up with your uh, name, your code, etc. So, okay, so for the code, we should use the H1 element over here. For the name, it could be H4. Then for the skills, since it's a list, so we are going to define something like this. Then you need a profile text. So that's there. Then you need a profile image. For the profile image, the easiest way to get it is using your LinkedIn profile. So I'll show you around how I am going to get my picture. In case you don't have one, you can just copy the blank one from the LinkedIn. It will have the URL for that even. Let it open. Okay, so open the new image, copy this URL, paste. Now, if you go and check with, I'm using this extension, open, you can install it even. It's called as live server. It saves seriously the life of mine. I don't need to refresh the page again and again. So you can see the output over here. So everything is there. Now, rather than writing the CSS in the main.css file one by one, what we will do it is we are going to directly use the Chrome extension, Chrome console extension, you can say, or uh, that's the, like, you can say that's the most easiest way of how you can actually style along with even see the output together. So let's just start. So first thing first, we are seeing some margins, and obviously we need the background color. So to get the background color, I'm going to use the picker. Check this, copy. Okay, done. We got the image, and so that's been closed. You could use padding 0 pixels, margin 0 pixels. Background, you're going to use this color. You are allowed to actually change the background color, whatever you like, but then make sure that if you are using a dark background color, then change the font color to be something different. So, for example, if I'm using black, I'll use here white. So that would be the combination. Same goes. So we just reverted back. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to use this font, Unito Sans. I'm going to share this link with you. And so you'll place this in the header. Remember, if I place it now and save it, all my code will be gone. So first thing first, I should copy this code to save my life. Uh, okay, save. So it's going to auto refresh and have your code is gone if in case it's you haven't copied it up. I'll show you how you can take the entire code in one shot. So just wait for that moment. We will first get the font name and I'll close this. In fact, we'll keep it open for now. Yes. Okay, so we have the font. Now we first need to get the everything centered, 102 pixels, margin, the auto to center it up. I need it to have a little more spacing from the top, so I'll make it 20 pixels like that. Maybe 30 will do a better job. Okay, you want to check everything is in center, can be seen from over here. Moving on, then you had the header. In the header, we had the code of the day. So code of the day, font weight bold, font size 20 pixels, 25. Display in line, vertically aligned baseline, because we want everything. If you look at the image, this is all aligned. So we want it to be aligned with the baseline. And I'll define the container width to be 300 pixels. So if we go closely, 300 pixels. For the name, let's make it, we can even minus it up. Like, so it was what? It was 300 pixels. We defined a container 1024 minus 300, 724. So 724 pixel display in line, block vertically aligned baseline. I guess there is one more thing I need to reduce two more because of the additional paddings, etc. They have. Okay, so 1024 header. This is fine. It's fine. Text line to be right. So that's there. Font little larger. Font weight to be bold. We had code to be 25. Let's make it 33. That makes a little more better. So that's done. We move down. I want to apply padding a little bit to it. That's like 100 pixels. Why? Because you will see this. So we had code H1 font size to be 100 pixels. Looks good. 100 pixels looks good. It H1 has some margins, so I will actually remove that. Then we move down code by. In the code by, if you look at it, we had H4, code H4, increase size a bit. Okay. Margin, I want this to be removed. Margin top to be 10 pixel a bit. Looks good. That's fine. Then we move down to footer. For the skills, let's just make it 300 pixels. Display in line, block vertically aligned top now. So that's their profile to be with. I actually had these things calculated, but you can even, it can be adjusted by trial and error. So it's up to you. Width 200 pixels, display inline top, vertically aligned top. Okay, so we have a bit of problem. Let's just solve it. Okay, looks good, better. Okay, but if you look at the image and the container, you are going to see the highlight. The image is 218 pixels while the container size is 200 pixels. So we are going to apply firstly, make the image full width. Okay, so that's done. We want a little padding from the right hand side to the paragraph. So let's just start with profile P, font size to be a little big, and padding from the right hand side looks good. Make it looks good even. Then we have skills. For skills, first thing is at 6. Okay, remember there are some margins already over there, so we will remove that. We will add some margin for the bottom. Let's make it 10 pixel for now. And then skills UL. So for skills UL, margin remove, padding remove, and then within them we have list. So we don't want this list style none. We want to increase, we want to make them bold. Maybe they are too bold now. I think this is better. 12 pixels. I think this looks good. Line height a bit. You can add your 4 skills. But I think, but if you look at it, the skill section is a little bigger. So let's just make it 250. And this 50, we can use it here. Now looks good. So more or less, we have our page ready. So if you look at it, yeah, so it's done. Now how you can copy the style. So there's always like an inspector style sheet. So if you just go over there, your entire code that you wrote is here. Just go over there, copy it, and let's see. Yep, save it. Okay, one mistake if you remember, we didn't save the font name, so that we can just copy. Now should be all good. Yep. So that's about it. Now, if you look at it closely and try and view it over the mobile, this is how it looks. Obviously, not the way we want. We want it to look. We wanted this to look better. Now, if try and actually reduce the size on the left hand side, on the right hand side, you are going to see uh, like the container width. So this is what we can play with. So on one's, let's suppose 1100, I'm going to make it the width of the container to be 300 pixels, which means that I'm directly applying, I'm skipping the iPad 720 pixels or your tablet versions, and I'm directly applying the CSS for the mobile. What you can do it is you can obviously um, try it out for the tablets even. So let's just start. Right, we need first thing we should check is viewport exists, so that's good. Now let's go add media on the screen and next width. This is basically your cut off point. So in my case, I'm defining it to be 1087. 1087 pixels. Okay. So what I'm going to play with is I'm going to actually redefine the container width whenever it reaches that value. So let's suppose it was 1024. I'll make it 310 pixels. Okay. You're seeing already how it looks. I'm going to copy this and place it over here. We'll remove the extra code. And if you look at it now, we'll refresh, it's already switched off. So as soon as that value is reached, the cutoff value, you are seeing that the container width is changed. Now, again, let's just use the what you call as the Chrome console, and then we just apply the fixes. So first thing, code of the day, we'll make it 100%. I think the font size is fine. I'll keep it like that. I'm going to copy the font like this. Then the name with 100% text align left. So we'll copy this. It's going to overwrite that. So you're already seeing that it's been overwriting everything, right? So that's there. Okay, so it's overwriting. You can see the class. Now we will reduce the font size for this. It was 100 pixels. Let's make it 50, 40. Looks good. Okay. I will further reduce my name to 25. Okay, so that's being there. Okay, font size. Margin, I'll reduce it to 15. That's good. If you remember, we had padding, so we'll reduce it to half of it now. Okay, so that's being done. I'll make this skills to be 100%. So in case we have something, so for instance, you would have kept it same, 250 pixels, and you have some skills going to be like coming in the next line. So, okay, it's just, let me just restart. Uh, Open live server. I'll define it to be like, again, we'll go back, define the width to be 250 pixels. It was way too smaller. I wanted to take 100% of the screen. Okay, so move there, we'll remove this. That's fine. For the profile, for instance, I'll show you what happens. So if we switch, you are actually seeing it, but normally what happens is that there comes a scroller. So if I don't actually define the full width, the scroller comes over the mobile. So that's what I wanted to show. Anyways, coming back to this profile. So it's now taking, I don't want the image to be displayed over the mobile, and I'll just hide it for now. Maybe, okay, we can try that. In fact, we just remove the padding from the right from this, and a little bit smaller font size. Okay, so that's done. Font size looks good. What if we want an image over here? So, and obviously we had the image in the other section. There's a way. So I'll just replicate this and we'll call this image. I'll just copy this image into the profile div and we'll call this image mobile image. Okay. And now if I refresh, it appears over here. Firstly, let's just define. Okay, so we actually copy this, define the width, maybe 120, and then we want this to float. So we'll float it. Okay. We want. Okay, I guess there was some extra padding or something. Yep. So we will want padding to, in fact, margin towards the right and margin to the bottom. There's one correction I need to make, which is removing the extra padding. So rather than right and margin, in fact. Yeah. So I'll place the LP, go back, and over here, we place this. I won't save it now. Okay. So it's aligned. Mobile image to be 120 pixels, margin bottom. I guess it's still too much. It's fine. Let's say. Uh, okay, looks fine. Okay, we want some spacing from the top, so I'll add margin. Okay. Uh, but now if you look at the same stuff over your desktop version, this image appears. So we will obviously need to hide this image. What we'll do it is we'll copy this and place it above our media CSS and make it display none. Now this will hide the image. So that's about it. I think there is one more error over here. I want to remove this margin aligned. Is there anything? Okay, looks good. Looks good. Profile P in. So these are the fixes you can say. And if you see, this is not aligned to the top. I want to check why. I wonder why this is happening. Vertically aligned. Okay, that's there. And this is there. Okay, is this the reason? Not really. Oh, yes, that's the reason. So I had placed this margin top. Where is that? Profile, image. I can actually check where it is. Oh, here. That I actually did it for not this version. Okay, it's gone. Still there. Okay, it's aligned. Now let's try. Okay, maybe we'll add it to skills. Looks better. Mm, skills. So that looks good. But where is our image gone? Oh yes, because it was hidden, we will need to use over here was display none. Now I'm going to use display block. make it visible. So overall, like this looks good now. So I wish you best of luck. I want you to actually again. I'll repeat it. I want you guys to use your code, your favorite code, the guy name over here, the author name, and your skills, your profile, your name at the top. This code of the day remains the same. You are allowed to change the background color. You are allowed to change the color of the font. You are allowed even to play around with the font. I'll share this link together with you so you can actually start creating. And for placing it over the JS fiddle, way too simple. Uh, Copy first this portion in your HTML top font and till the bottom will be placed here. The CSS will need to be copied from here to here. Then you just run. So this is coming, fine. That's okay. Remember, this is even functioning over here. So it's all good. And you can obviously save it. For this case, if let's suppose you want it to like maybe make it 520. If you do that, okay, and that should do your job, do the job. Okay, can be seen. Okay, I wish you all the best. I want you guys to submit this link. Thank you.